The Game Awards have come and gone, and Starfield was nowhere to be found. But there is a silver lining to this, something exciting that we can look forward to. That is, we have a clear path, a straight ahead shot to E3, where we're guaranteed, confirmed by Todd himself, although we could have speculated as much, that Starfield will be present in all of its glory, with gameplay details and features and mechanics and so much more that we have to look forward to. However, the question remains ahead of Starfield's E3 showcase: exactly how much of the game will we see, what will be shown off, and most importantly, are Bethesda and Microsoft going to be sharing a stage again this year? How is it going, everybody? My name is DeMarco, and all of those questions we're going to be discussing in today's video, starting with exactly what can we expect from Starfield's showcase at E3 2022. So I didn't want this to just be my thoughts on the matter, so I put out a poll on Reddit in the Starfield subreddit asking you guys, the community, about your thoughts on what we can expect from Starfield at E3 this year as well. And in the poll, I gave 3 separate options. The first one being an extended 20 to 30 minute demo showcasing everything that we could possibly want to see, aka Fallout 4 style presentation. The second option was on the other end of spectrum, being a 3 to 5 minute gameplay trailer with more details following the conference itself. Possibly that's when we'll get the extended demo or some exclusive interviews from IGN or Game Informer or other news outlets. And then third, somewhere in the middle, the last option I provided was a 5 to 10 minute gameplay demo with an extended demo or discussion, details, interviews after the conference. This would be more in line with what we saw from Hellblade 2 at the Game Awards. Out of those 3 options and 564 votes as of the time of recording this video, 269 folks, nice, said that there would be approximately the 20 to 30 minute demo, which I actually agree with. We'll talk more about that. 108, the minority of this poll, said that we would get a short gameplay trailer, and 187 said somewhere in the middle with the 5 to 10 minute gameplay and details after the fact. One of the big points of contention and something undoubtedly that influenced many people's votes was whether or not Bethesda and Microsoft will be sharing a conference. As one Reddit user pointed out, it's clear that a lot of people are assuming they'll be under one roof just because that's how it was last year. Thank you to Reddit user Cartsy for 1, providing this feedback, and 2, actually providing a source. 2 thumbs up to you, dude. However, he was quick to point out that actually in the past, between an interview with Pete Hines and GameSpot, check out the clip yourself.
Look, we always at Bethesda, our big thing is letting the content decide what is the show going to be, right? If we had an hour worth of stuff that we felt like we needed to show and talk about, we probably would have done our own show, because you can see from the Xbox show, there's nowhere for an hour of Bethesda stuff on top of all that. The show would have been 2.5 hours long. It would have been a mess.
So never at Bethesda or Microsoft has anyone stated that Bethesda has to be under one presentation, one conference and showcase this year during E3. It's nice to see that Bethesda still has this agency, as we heard about when the acquisitions were first taking place between Microsoft and Bethesda, knowing that Bethesda still has agency over certain aspects, this being one of them. And for what it's worth, Bethesda and E3 this year could probably have one of the best showcases they've had in years. Taking a look at some, but not all of the projects that they might have in the work, Starfield. Obviously, Starfield, if they had their own conference, would be fully deserving of the 30-minute showcase where we get to see aspects such as the map, the planet sizes, how combat works, and gameplay, leveling, picking the backgrounds that they've mentioned is an exciting feature for them to implement. Other things as well, like pilotable ships. I'm still saying probably not. That's my gut feeling, although I know a lot of folks are hoping that that feature makes an appearance. And also other aspects. If there's an equivalent to the settlement system that's making an appearance in Starfield, maybe ship crafting, as many people have speculated, will be present in Starfield. Beyond Starfield, you also have Redfall, another huge release coming from Arcane Austin, the team that worked on Prey. Deathloop DLC promotion, maybe Ghostwire Tokyo will have already launched, but maybe they want to promote it a little bit more. It'll be interesting. Those are still technically both under Sony's jurisdiction, so to speak, so we'll see how that plays out. The Indiana Jones title coming from Machine Games might be ready for its full reveal of gameplay and gameplay details, as well as a secret project that is also apparently in the works at Machine Games. Probably not on that one, but it's possible. There's a new ZeniMax MMO that's been speculated about for years and we're yet to see. ESO is like a free spot on the bingo card, so you can always just write that one down as having a presence. And then this might hurt some ears, but also keep in mind some mobile titles maybe that is currently in the works, possibly coming from Alpha Dog Games, which Bethesda acquired before Microsoft acquired Bethesda, as well as Roundhouse Studios, which is currently working on some secret project as well that might make an appearance this year. So all in all, Bethesda has the amount of potential to have a really great show, and it warrants, based on those alone, warrants its own showcase. And if you're not convinced that Starfield will probably be getting this full presentation, whether it does take place with a shared Microsoft conference or a Bethesda independent conference, it's the biggest game for Bethesda in 25 years, the first new IP, 25 years in the making, and on top of that, they've been hyping up this for a while. Maybe if we'd had something shown at the Game Awards, you can look at this and say, well, we've already technically seen Starfield, so they don't have as much to show about it, but that's not the case. Bethesda is waiting and biding their time patiently. They know that we want to see it, and I know for a fact that those developers and that team wants to show this game to us. So when they finally have the opportunity to, when they have the green light, they're going to bring it all, and that will be E3 2022. Lastly, I just wanted to cover some of the things that we should expect to see. That was kind of the climax of the video, but just my personal expectations for the actual details that will be showcased. I think we'll probably get an insight, a deep look into the character customization. Bethesda has talked about previously the increase in RPG mechanics that we'll be seeing in Starfield. This is an opportunity to actually show that, not just talk about it. Visuals will naturally be a huge part of the conference as well. I know they always try to talk about how much visual fidelity their games have improved, but I think this time around, it's really going to be a highlight for them. And then some of the biggest questions, we know that Todd Howard is frequently browsing Reddit and browsing social media and watching YouTube videos to find out what the community is asking. So those major questions that we've been talking about, pilotable ships, customization, how many planets, how big is the map size, what does leveling up look? All of those big questions that fans have had for a long time now, since its initial announcement, will finally be answered, if not in the actual demo, through the interviews that take place after the demo. You know that IGN, Game Informer, GameSpot, whoever can possibly get their hands on Starfield details is going to be gunning for it, or they'd be foolish not to. So out of that, what do you want to see most personally? Let your voice be heard. Who knows? Maybe Bethesda stumbles across this video, maybe not. Let your voice be heard. What do you want to see revealed? What's your personal hope for Starfield at E3? Let me know down in the comment section below, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like on the video and check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/DeMarcoDude. I've been stuck at about 130 followers for ever now. So anyway, thank you guys, and I hope to see you all next time. So long, everybody.